What do Dakota Johnson, Biggie, and myself have in common? We love Celsius energy drink. And Dakota says, now this is her story. I don't know much about her except she was in 50 Shades of Grey, and she's the daughter of Melanie Griffith.
And
Don Johnson.
Yes.
And Don Johnson.
She's become a star.
Yeah, she's a big celebrity now. Well, she's shooting a movie now, and she did an interview on Variety.com, and she said, you're getting me at a time that I've just made a discovery. I started drinking Celsius recently and loved it. Somebody said, try a Celsius, and she loved it. That's that energy drink. Biggie and I have them. I like the mixed berry.
Biggie likes.
I like them all.
They're all good.
As long as it's the fizzy. I don't like when it's like the flat.
Flatter. They have some. My son likes like Peach Vibe.
Oh, yeah. The Vibe series is great.
Yeah.
Well, they have a vibe series.
They do have a vibe. They have a lot of vibes. It just has the word vibe on it.
What does that mean? Even less fruit?
I think it packs a little more punch than the vibe does. I don't know.
Just a little extra something.
I like mixed berry.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. The Costco pack comes with a mixed berry, orange, and I believe it's kiwi guava or strawberry guava.
Occasionally you will see, if you're on social media or if you watch sports on TV, you will see a number of athletes just guzzling Celsius.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly they're paid endorsers.
Yeah. Well, so this Dakota Johnson just found it while she's shooting a new movie, and she started not sleeping well, and she couldn't figure out why. Like, she would work, and then she just was tossing and turning. And so one day, the woman doing her makeup said, you look like a wreck, girl. What's going on? And Dakota said, I don't know. I'm not sleeping well. And she had a Celsius in her hand.
I don't know. It's this vibe.
So,
Thank goodness for the peach vibe.
Well, there's another one, Peach Vibe. So the makeup artist said, well, you know, each one of those Celsius is like tons of caffeine. So
Is it 2 cups of coffee? 4 cups?
Yeah, it's like
It's supposed to be 1-to-1.
Oh, it was a 1-1?
Yeah, this don't get it wrong.
I
It's
thought
not
it was
amped
higher.
up.
I don't know about that now.
Yeah, look it up. We've had this debate before. You
I
guys
don't
always
know.
want to make it like it's some type of 4-cup of coffee drink, but it's really just 1-to-1.
I don't think that's true.
It's 100% true.
Look that up.
How much caffeine does it say is in
I
there?
can't see it. I can't see it. Well, that was the issue. So Dakota said, I thought this was just a vitamin drink. And the makeup artist said, no, girl, that's like a ton of caffeine. And she was drinking 2 Celsius per day, which according to the article was like 4 Red Bulls. So that's what it said in the article. That's what Dakota said. Dakota's makeup artist said it's like drinking 4 Red Bulls a day when you drink 2 Celsius per day.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
All right, give it to us.
It's like drinking 2 cups of coffee.
2 cups of coffee.
1 can Celsius
Yes.
equals 2 cups.
2 cups of coffee.
So she was drinking 4 cups of coffee.
That's not an extraordinary amount.
You know, but she's little, I'm sure. Her
Maybe, and it
yeah,
depends on when you're drinking.
Maybe, yeah.
And maybe she's just not used to.
Maybe.
I mean, I know. I feel like I don't get a rush off these energy drinks anymore.
They just don't get you there?
No, but I still love them. In my mind, it does something.
It's the vibe.
It is a vibe. When this article went online, a lot of people commented they were disappointed in Celsius. They were mad at Celsius because it's an energy drink, but their packaging, I'm holding the one I had this morning, their packaging makes it look more like not an energy drink. Energy drinks usually have like bright colors, neon, Monster, whatever it is. These are more subdued, and they say they don't
Are you saying femme?
No, it's just it's almost presented like it's I wouldn't say
like a healthful alternative.
Yes, because I mean even their slogan is "Live Fit."
Live fit.
And I mean it's just an energy drink.
And it says at the bottom, essential energy, accelerates metabolism, burns body fat. And the caffeine, they say the caffeine numbers should be more pronounced.
You couldn't even find them.
I don't even see the word. See if you see the word caffeine, even on the label where it says. Now you can see better than I can. Do you see the word caffeine on there anywhere? I'm sure it's got to be there somewhere.
No, I don't. I see. Let's see. Fat, sodium, carbs, protein, calcium, vitamins, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin, biotin. Nope. Caffeine is
not
it's
on
even
there.
smaller.
So they say, so a lot of people are saying Celsius needs to put the amount of caffeine on, especially because, Panera Bread had that issue where the
killer lemonade.
killer lemonade. Yes.
They don't call it that.
but it is.
But it was. They're saying, if you have a few of these Celsius per day and don't realize you're getting all that caffeine.
Yeah.
Because Dakota Johnson said, really, I thought this was a vitamin drink and not an energy drink. And she loved it. And then she started tossing and turning at night, and somebody had to tell her.
The new ad campaign that I saw over the weekend, I can't remember if this was U.S. Open tennis or if this was football related or whatever, because, tons of sports on.
Yeah.
But they just call it game day energy.
Right. Right.
That's the new push for the fall.
Yeah. I love it. I love the taste of it. Now, at one point, I would drink up to 4 of these. When I was off Diet Coke, I'd drink 4 of these a day.
Which is 8 cups of coffee?
8 cups of coffee. It's a lot.
Did you cut them off at noon, or did you have them in the afternoons,
No, I'm
too?
all the time. I don't care.
Yeah.
My wife got on me for that. We've got about 7 or 8 left in the fridge. I think I'm going to tell my wife not to get any more.
Celsius or Diet Coke?
Celsius. Oh, I've got 700 Diet Cokes.
Okay.
I'm drinking those like they're going out of style. That and my breathing are really giving me more energy.
They're really having a war in your system.
Yes. Rosebud, you wanted to comment on this. Go ahead.
Good morning, P1 Salisbury.
Yes. Oh, yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I think this conversation is prompting me to get off my energy drink habit. I was telling Biggie that when I'm on a bender, I have an early day that's going to go into a late day. I will drink anywhere from 12 to 14, maybe 16 at the most, of the 16-ounce cans.
Wow.
Of a different brand.
Wow.
He should be dead.
Yeah.
16 cans?
That's great.
Yeah.
Rosebud. Rosebud. Wow.
I mean, is your pee just neon when it comes out?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a black light in the bathroom. It's really cool.
Wow.
I bet your clients can hear your heart beating.
Doesn't that? Are you worried? Do you want to try to cut back?
I do. I mean, so I'll sit in my office. Like, I'm almost to work this morning, and somebody, I'm getting there well before everybody else, and they're going to see a can sitting on my desk, and they're like, "Hey, is that your first one?"
Yeah.
And it's a joke. I'm like, "Hey, I drive 2 hours to work, dude. I smashed 3 of these on the way to work."
Dang.
And if you think the one you see on my desk is the first one, well, you're just kidding yourself.
Wow.
2-hour commute? Rosebud.
Man.
Yeah.
I guess you find this pretty boring too.
Well, I need something to do.
Exactly.
Jeez.
I need these. Why are you drinking so many energy drinks? Well, I'm listening
Have
to
you
this.
heard the show? They talk about breathing.
Thank you,
They did
Rosebud.
10 minutes on breathing.
Thanks, Rosebud. I appreciate it. Man, that's a lot. That is a lot. Speaking of breathing, I just got a text from my pickle pal who told me about the breathing.
Okay.
And first of all, he's corrected me. He said, I was doing my breathing work when I tuned in and heard you talking about breathing.
I passed out.
He says, let me correct you on something. Okay, I was doing it wrong. Okay. He says you do 30 deep breaths. Hold your breath as long as you can. Do another 30 deep breaths. Hold your breath as long as you can. Do another 30 deep breaths. Hold your breath as long as you can. So I'm supposed to be holding my breath 3 times.
So it's 3 sets of the same kind of thing.
And he says today he did his 30 3 times, and he held his breath 2 minutes and 10 seconds, 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and for the first time, he broke the 3-minute barrier and went to 3:01. That is unbelievable.
What I want to see is you two team up on the pickleball court and play a point without breathing.
We could do that. We could play.
That's intriguing.
We could play a point without breathing. Although,
Because, a point would last, 20 seconds?
well, usually, but sometimes now, if you get into, if you get in a firefight, those can last longer. Or if you get in a dink war, if we're dinking and not breathing, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm inside the numbers on this Celsius and this breathing today.
I can't believe Rosebud is still alive.
What is the caffeine intake with that? I mean, what
32 cups? How many pots of coffee is that?
It's 32 cups of coffee
on a bad day.
a day.
And he has 16 of the big ones. He's not drinking 12 ounces.
No, he's probably over 32 cups of coffee per day. That is unreal.
What if
I
he's
don't
drinking
know
like-
how he's.
I don't either.
It sounds like he's drinking Monster or something like that.
Although, we have heard people who call in who said they have mini like Mountain Dews.
Yeah,
per
they
day.
would drink a 2-liter
Oh, yeah.
Mountain Dew
Mhm.
or a case or half a case of
That's right.
Diet Dew.
That's right. So Dakota Johnson says she's trying to get off Celsius now, but she loves them so much, and it gives her energy. But the makeup artist said that's why you're not sleeping, and at the very least, drink 1 in the morning, and that's it. I mean, now I'll say this: when I did have Celsius in the evening or after like 1 or 2 o'clock, it would keep me up. Now that I could tell the difference there.
You know, I don't drink a lot of sodas anymore, but I used to, Coca-Cola was my vice.
Oh, yes.
I mean, straight up Coke.
Oh, yes.
And I would drink them all day,
I didn't care.
all night. And I don't ever recall, but I was younger, but I don't ever recall having issues sleeping at night.
I don't feel like Diet Coke does that, but, you know.
I mean, it probably did. I just don't recall it.
I
like
really
tossing and turning.
I need to give those up. I need to give those Diet Cokes up. I know they're not good.
I'm swinging pole to pole again.
They're not good.
Yeah, here we go.
And with this breathing jag that I'm on right now, this is something.
Yeah, I'm afraid, you know, and it's Titillation Tuesday. It's going to turn into one of those choking game things.
You've said, I don't know. I've never been one of the, I've never been in.
Not yet, but now that you're holding your breath.
Boy, and if I can hold my breath for almost 3 minutes, I am really excited about this. This is doing something for me. Here's another extreme, this is an extreme diet thing. Orlando Bloom was talking about. He is in a new movie called The Cut, and he lost 52 pounds for the movie The Cut. He plays a boxer.
Oh, he's gone Raging Bull, opposite.
Yeah. He started at 185 and lost 52 pounds to get down to 133. That's Orlando Bloom. And they shot the movie. They wanted him to come in thin. And so he lost a ton of weight before the movie, and they felt like he needed the calories for his work. Otherwise, he couldn't concentrate. So he started eating normally again while they were shooting the movie and gained some of the weight back. And so they shot the movie in a way where, because he's supposed to be skinny and fat in the movie, or skinny and regular weight in the movie. And I think they shot it in reverse, because in the movie he's losing weight, but in real time he was gaining weight. It does make sense.
What was the secret?
Tuna and cucumbers. He ate a ton of tuna and a ton of cucumbers. That was his diet of choice.
Biggie, can you go Orlando Bloom?
Well, there's a question. He's on the phone, but he said, I started out, I dropped so much weight, I was so mentally challenged. If you feed me tuna and cucumber long enough, I just couldn't think. So as soon as they started the 30-day production, he started eating much more regularly again. But he came in at 133. So what do you think, Biggie? Tuna and cucumbers. That was the Orlando Bloom secret.
Well, I like both of those, but I bet he was probably just eating straight up tuna out of a can.
He was.
No adding any mayonnaise or anything.
No mayo.
Could he put olive oil on the tuna, or either one, or just?
He didn't say,
dry?
but I bet he could. I know when
so he just chunking off a cucumber.
He may just
eating it raw.
Been honking cucumbers. When Sylvester Stallone years ago lost a ton of weight to do Rocky III, he got cut to do Rocky III.
Roids.
That roids was not his secret. He said his secret was he ate a ton of fish, like raw, like sushi grade fish, and in fact had to go to the hospital, the emergency room, twice for mercury overload while they were shooting Rocky III. If you ever watch Rocky III, he is unbelievable. Now, in the first Rocky, he just looks like a big guy.
Yeah, I remember in Rambo 2.
Yes.
That's when he took his shirt off in Rambo 2.
Yes.
And the whole theater gasped.
Yes. In those two movies.
Because he was just Rocky before that.
In the first two Rockies, he was, looked fine, but regular. In the third Rocky, and certainly in the second Rambo, he is cut like you wouldn't believe. His secret?
Roids.
Fish.
I'm sorry, you both said different things.
Are you getting two different voices, Biggie?
Can you do that again? I couldn't.
The Sylvester Stallone secret is
roids.
Fish.
I heard two again. Two things.
Orlando Bloom, cucumbers. Cucumbers when you